In today's dating world, there's a growing frustration among men that goes largely unspoken, but is felt deeply. The rise of hookup culture, often celebrated as empowering and liberating, leaves many men feeling like they're left to clean up the mess of fleeting encounters and broken connections. This isn't just about personal dissatisfaction. It's a reflection of larger shifts in how relationships are perceived and navigated today. Let's dive into why this frustration exists and how it's shaping the dating landscape. Hookup culture has become a dominant force in modern dating. It emphasizes casual, non-committal encounters over traditional courtship and long-term relationships. This cultural shift is a product of dating apps, changing societal norms, and an increasing focus on individualism. While some people embrace this as freedom, the promise of escaping emotional entanglements and avoiding long-term responsibilities, the reality is often more complicated. For many men seeking meaningful connections, hookup culture creates an environment where genuine emotional bonds are hard to find and trust becomes difficult to build. Not all men feel frustrated by hookup culture, but those seeking serious relationships are increasingly finding themselves navigating a battlefield of unmet expectations and emotional baggage. Women who participate in casual flings may carry unresolved emotional wounds into future relationships. These men often find themselves playing the role of emotional support, trying to rebuild trust that has been eroded by past experiences. Furthermore, the normalization of casual relationships makes it harder for men to trust that their partner is committed to a future together. This can be particularly challenging for men who value traditional ideals such as monogamy and long-term commitment. The consequences of hookup culture extend beyond individual relationships and impact society at large. Men searching for partners who share their values may feel as though the dating pool has been dramatically reduced. The increasing prevalence of casual hookups delays marriage and family formation, which affects men who are ready to settle down and create stable lives. Additionally, the normalization of short-term connections has contributed to a rise in competition among men as they grow older. The pressure of competing with younger, more attractive counterparts makes it even harder for those seeking long-term stability. One of the most significant sources of frustration for men in hookup culture is the feeling of being undervalued. Historically, men have been expected to provide stability, financial support, and commitment. In contrast, hookup culture places a higher value on qualities like charisma, physical attraction, and short-term appeal. Men who invest emotionally and financially in relationships often find their efforts unappreciated in a culture that celebrates independence and casual connections. The emotional and financial burden of creating stability often falls on men who feel like they're waiting for their partners to settle down after years of casual dating. Another layer to this frustration is the perceived double standard in modern dating. While hookup culture celebrates women's freedom to explore relationships without judgment, it often places the responsibility of stability on men. When things go wrong, men are expected to be the ones to fix it, leading to an imbalance where women are free to explore, but men bear the emotional and relational consequences. Men are also criticized for seeking partners who align with traditional values, even though these preferences stem from deeply held beliefs or practical considerations. Despite these challenges, men can still find fulfilling relationships by shifting their approach and focusing on what truly matters. Setting clear boundaries from the outset is crucial. Being upfront about expectations for commitment and values can prevent misunderstandings later on. Additionally, prioritizing compatibility with partners who share similar life goals and long-term visions ensures that both individuals are on the same page. Investing in oneself, emotionally, physically, and financially, also plays a key role in increasing attractiveness and aligning with like-minded partners. Moving forward, the solution to this disconnect lies in fostering mutual understanding and rebuilding trust in relationships. Encouraging open and honest conversations about expectations, desires, and goals can help both men and women find common ground. Supporting a shift in the dating culture, one that values long-term stability and mutual respect over fleeting connections, is also critical. Lastly, men can lead by example, demonstrating commitment, empathy, and stability in their own relationships, thus influencing the culture in a positive direction. In conclusion, while hookup culture has reshaped the dating landscape, leaving many men to feel like they're cleaning up the mess it has created, understanding the roots of this frustration is the first step in finding meaningful solutions. Stability, trust, and mutual respect are the foundations of any successful relationship. And by focusing on these values, men can navigate the challenges of modern dating and build lasting, fulfilling connections. The question now is, are we ready to shift the narrative and focus on creating relationships that matter? Let's work together to move beyond the shallow allure of short-term flings and embrace a culture of real, lasting commitment.